I've always trusted that quiet whisper deep inside, the faint murmur in my gut that warns me before my mind even catches on. It's been my invisible compass, steering me away from mistakes, sharpening my instincts, and keeping me rooted in reality. But with Clara, my wife and partner of 7 years, I chose to silence it. You don't want to believe that the person you've built your world around, the one you love with every fiber of your being, could be hiding something so devastating. You convince yourself it's impossible, that your bond is too strong to allow for secrets. 3 months before our anniversary, something about Clara shifted. Not in obvious ways. No late nights at the office. No fights erupting out of nowhere. No cold distance between us. Instead, she radiated a different warmth, a glow that wasn't from joy shared between us, but something more private, almost secretive. Her eyes held a spark, a flicker she quickly masked whenever she noticed me looking. At breakfast, her fingers would lightly brush against mine, lips curling into a sly smile, like she was savoring a secret she wasn't ready to reveal. Her phone, once tossed casually on the table, was now guarded, always face down, screen locked, close to her at all times. She dropped teasing hints in a voice, so light it barely registered. "This anniversary," she said with playful tone, "it's going to be unforgettable. I have something special planned." I clung to the hope that it was some grand romantic gesture, a trip, a surprise meant to rekindle the flame we let flicker out. I wanted, so desperately, to see it as an act of love. But then I found the itinerary. 2 business-class tickets to Rome, but neither had my name. My world wobbled beneath me, my chest tightening as if my body refused to believe what my eyes were seeing. Clara's name was neatly printed alongside another, Ethan Wells, a stranger, a man who had no place beside my wife. My hands trembled as I gripped the paper, it crumpling under the pressure. My heart thundered, drowning out all logic. This had to be a mistake, a glitch, something I could fix with denial. Yet the truth was raw, undeniable. Business-class tickets for another man, hidden from me. Questions stabbed relentlessly at my mind. I didn't confront her immediately. Instead, I went deeper. While she ran errands, I used a passcode she thought I'd forgotten to unlock her phone. The messages were there, unfiltered, unmistakable. Words meant for me once now poured out to him. Asterisk, counting down to Rome, darling. Waking up with you there, it's all I can think about. He has no idea. After this, I'm done with him. You're my future. He's just a shadow. Asterisk, each message was a blade, slicing through the life I believed we had built. She wasn't planning a surprise for us. She was planning her escape. The timing was cruel, plotting her vanishing act on the day we were meant to celebrate our love. I imagined her slipping away, convinced she'd outsmarted me, picturing me at home, clueless, while she toasted a new life with him, halfway across the world. That evening, she came home like nothing was wrong, kissing me with the ease of routine, curling beside me in bed as if nothing had changed. "Just wait," she whispered softly, her voice warm and sweet. "It's going to be incredible." I swallowed the fire rising in my throat and nodded, forcing calm. She had no idea I knew. So I played along, waiting for my moment. On our anniversary, Clara was radiant, her laughter filling the house, eyes sparkling with excitement. She took her time dressing, slipping into a silk dress that hugged every curve, her perfume lingering like a promise. She twirled in front of the mirror, adjusting her earrings with a smile that belonged to a woman wrapped in love. Just not mine. Her goodbye kiss was a gentle deception, lips brushing mine with a tenderness so practiced almost felt real. "I'm grabbing drinks with my cousin," she said lightly. "Might be late. Don't wait up." I smiled, steady and unreadable. "I'll be here." I watched her go, her steps light, slipping into a taxi without a backward glance. She thought she was untouchable. I grabbed my jacket and followed her, the airport buzz of life. Travelers rushing by, rolling suitcases, a chorus of voices blending into a chaotic hum. But my eyes found her immediately. Clara stood at the gate, her hand in Ethan Wells. He was leaner than I'd imagined, his polished charm fading into the background the closer I got. The way she looked at him, Head tilted, eyes soft, lips slightly parted, was a look she'd once reserved for me. She murmured something, her laugh bright and intimate. Her body leaned into his, and he pressed a kiss to her forehead. Something inside me shattered at that moment. That tenderness, that secret connection, it used to be ours. I stepped closer, heart pounding, but a strange calm settled over me. My footsteps merged with the crowd, but I sensed a shift. Clara froze, sensing me before I spoke. "Happy anniversary, love," I said, voice low and steady. She spun around, nearly losing her balance, her face draining of color, her lips parted, no sound coming out. Ethan's eyes narrowed, suspicion turning to confusion. "Who's this?" he demanded, but the words died in his throat as security agents closed in. Their movements were swift, practiced, handcuffs clicking first on him, then on her. It wasn't just betrayal. Claire and Ethan had been stealing from her firm for nearly a year, skimming funds, diverting payments, funneling cash through shell accounts, lavish gifts, secret getaways. They had built a shadow life off the money they weren't entitled to. The tickets were only the beginning. With a few quiet calls and a tip to the right people, their scheme unraveled. By the time Clara stepped into that gate, her future was sealed, not in Rome, but behind bars. She screamed as they led her away, rage twisting her features. "You betrayed me," she cried, struggling against the officers. "You did this." Ethan yelled too, his voice lost in the chaos. I stood silent, watching them disappear. Her eyes met mine one last time, searching, maybe for guilt, maybe for forgiveness. But she found nothing. No anger, no sorrow, no satisfaction, only emptiness. I turned away, the noise of the airport fading behind me. The night air was cool, cleansing. For the first time in months, my chest felt lighter. I thought her betrayal would shatter me, leave me hollow, lost. But it didn't. When those cuffs clicked around her wrists, clarity came crashing down. She was never my forever. She was never my anchor. Just a chapter I clung to, a fantasy I chased long after it crumbled. Now, I don't have to chase anything. I don't have to question, fear, or brace for the next deception. She's gone.